Ni kat mana ni? Kat rumah?
Dekat rumah.
I see. Okay, alright.
Can you see my
Yeah, I can see. Dr. Sharifah is not coming, right? Maybe
no,
she has something else.
she said that she has meeting or something.
Okay, alright. It's alright. That's okay.
Yes.
Okay, Miami, take your time. Stay slow and steady. Nothing to rush.
Thank,
Okay, you can start.
thank you, Doctor.
Just relax.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening to Dr. Azdan Ismail. Today I'm
Oh,
going.
hold on, Miami. You said you want to record. Have
Yes.
you clicked the record button?
Yes.
Oh, you are recording from somewhere else, not
Ah,
from Google
no,
Meet.
no. I record from third party. Third party application.
Okay, alright. Okay, understand. Okay, continue.
So today I'm going to present my final year project proposal, which is the title is Web-based Code Editor for Front-End Web Development, and my supervisor is Dr. Sharifah Aliman. So I'm a computer science student, course code CS230. So I'm going to start this presentation with project background, which is why online code editor is created. It is created for programmers to write without any platform requirement. With limited resources, programmers can access code editor without installing any application other than web browser. So 70% of global internet users uses Google Chrome as internet browser to access the internet. So next is the problem statement for this project is first by Brian Hempel and Justin Rubin 2018 stated that the efficiency and tools that have been added will make learning how to program more difficult. And next, students do not have adequate knowledge or tool to check code snippets before using it by Uriel Campos 2019. And the more tabs you open in the Google Chrome, the higher the memory usage by Whitson Gordon 2019. So let's take a look at the aim and objective of this project. It is to design and develop an online code editor for front-end web development. First, to identify the web-based features for online code editor. Secondly, to construct an online code editor based on suitable web-based features. And thirdly, to test the functionality of all features in the online code editor. And next is the scope of study. The code editor will be focused solely on front-end web development, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This project will help programmers to develop websites in one type of page. This project also will assist students those doesn't have the knowledge to set up and install a suitable environment to develop a website. And lastly, this project will cater programmers those have limited resources such as RAM. So we will go to the next chapter 2, which is a literature review. This project will use the waterfall software development lifecycle model that have 6 stages, which is analysis, where research about what the project is about, such as web development and code editor, and also include the literature review with similar system and all. And next is system design, where a rough idea on how to develop this application, including flowchart, system architecture, and the user interface design. And fourth, the system testing. Third is implementation, where all the actual code will be written out. And fourth is testing, where we will test all the application functionality and find out whether the function work fine as intended or not. And fifth is the system deployment, where we will be deploy the application into a live server where the end user can access it and use it. And lastly, where the system maintenance, where we will provide support and make sure the application runs smoothly for all users. And we go to the types of code editor that has 3, which is integrated development environment, also known as IDE, hex editor, and also graphical source code editor. First, the IDE usually at least have a source code editor, a debugger, and also build automation tools based on Wikipedia. Next is hex editor. It is used to open any type of file and display it byte by byte. All the information appear as hexadecimal values. And lastly, a graphical source code editor consists of the code structure and features such as syntax highlighting and compile or run the source code. So I have chosen the graphical source code editor because it is easy to book for me on this level, and it is simpler to be understood by the target user for this project, which is students and novice programmers. So we'll go on to the similar existing application. We will compare the features such as code editor as landing page, a registered account, a syntax highlighting, output render in the same page, the source code visible in the same page, and all the features availability. So I'm going to highlight this project features, which is code editor as landing page, registered account is not required, syntax highlighting is available, output render in the same page, all the source code will be visible in the same page, and all the features are free to use. So the next chapter is chapter 3, which is methodology. First is the system flowchart, which consists of where the user type in source code, they check active state, whether the user is active or not, and it will render the live preview if the user is in idle state. First, what is meant by the user type in source code? The user will type in source code for the development of their website, whether using HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, or all three of them. And the check active state is where the system will constantly check whether the user is in active state or idle state. And the render live preview is where the system will render the output of the source code if the user is in the idle state. So we move on to the system architecture, where on the right side is the diagram for the system architecture. We'll be using the JavaScript engine, CSS module, and XML module, or also HTML module. The modules and engine. It will be retrieved from the application layer and will be rendered to the user by the user interface. And next is application layer. It is used to allow system sending and receiving information and data. And the API gateway act as a middle person, provide security from the data that system receive or send. This API gateway will be handled by the React, and the REST APIs where all the data is stored and will be retrieved to be used by the system. And the software used for this project has three main software, which is React, the Code Mirror, and the Visual Studio Code. Why I use React to develop the front end side of this project is because it is allow me to build interactions such as changing data without reloading, which is a live render, which is live preview, and it is also a simple and fast development. Next is Code Mirror. The modules and engine come from this website REST API, and the documentation are easy to understand and easy to read and easy to learn. And lastly, the Visual Studio Code is an IDE and used to write source code. Visual Studio Code features support web development live server. And lastly, system requirement for this project for the end user to use. And this is all the requirement for this project. And that's all from me.
Okay, Mohamed. This is an interesting project.
Okay.
Good to hear that you are doing a project that can help people to do programming, right?
Yes.
Especially student. You want to target for student or you want to target for novice programmer?
anyone that has beginner student, I think student.
You call them beginner, right?
Yes, beginner.
Anyone beginner, they can do programming, but your programming has some focus, right? Not Java programming, right?
No, no, it's only front end for front end.
Front end programming. So front end, what exactly your focus?
The HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript.
CSS and JavaScript. And then you also discuss about the current problem,
Yes.
right? So we are not saying that the current problem, there is no tool. There is already tool, right?
Yes.
Okay. But what exactly the problem with the current tool?
The current tool doesn't provide all in one page where the user will has to open many tabs to code everything. For my project,
Mm.
is three
Yes,
programming
yes,
language.
you are right. Okay, so that is based on your comparison and finding, right?
Yes.
So I think that a statement should be put in your problem statement. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
because that is your claim. Based on your finding, you found that a single tool is insufficient for students and beginner to learn HTML, CSS, and
JavaScript.
JavaScript, right?
Yes.
At the same in the same IDE, right? In the same editor. Okay, good. Then how confident you are that you can produce this editor?
I'm I'm kind of very very confident that I can produce
Good. All right.
this
So do
application.
you? I saw in your chapter 3, you already have the idea of what will be the front end, yeah, right? For
Yes.
your UI, you're going to use React, right?
Yes. Yes.
Are you familiar with React?
I'm just currently studying the React and learning the React just for about a month, I think. Just a month.
Okay, good. All right. And then for the engine, okay, the interpreter, right? You are
Yes.
going to use what was that? The
The
API.
the API code mirror API.
Okay, good. So it looks promising, something that doable. So I hope you will manage to come up with manage to execute your plan for this semester. All right. So I already put some comments in the proposal. I asked the Word version last night,
Yes.
but it's okay. I put some comments in PDF files. So I'm not sure. Maybe I can share the PDF files to your WhatsApp
Sorry.
later on.
Sorry.
I'll share the PDF files to your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Uh, uh, so I put my comments in PDF. So you need to find the like icon, yellow icon to read the comments. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, what else? Yeah, I think that's all from me. So I wish you all the best. So then you can produce what you have planned, and it will benefit uh, students or beginners as you intended to do. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.